So good day everyone. In this video, I will discuss the mixed pricing or a semi-a la carte. So the consumer is given a set price menu with the option of changing some courses for an additional fee per person with this menu pricing model. Customers can customize their menus in this way, modifying the per person price to fit their budget. So ang mixed pricing or semi-a la carte is a pricing strategy used in restaurant where a set menu is offered at a fixed price, but customers have the option to customize or substitute certain courses for an additional fee. This approach allows diners to start with a base menu that includes a selection of courses, appetizers, main course, and dessert, and then personalize their dining experience by swapping or adding items according to their preferences. So, diya sa picture na nakita ninyo is na-menu nga kuan plated breakfast. Yan ay nakakuan nga pilianan nga poached eggs, Florentine, French toast, Italian scrambled eggs, and eggs Benedict, and Belgian waffles. So diya na ay kabutang nga price $14.50, then na ay plus or additional. Pwede mo mag-customize sa inyong breakfast or mag-kuan mo sa depende ra sa inyong ganahan. Same result ni sa uban diha nga nasa kuan sa menu. So next is individual course pricing or a la carte. A la carte menu pricing charges a separate per person fee for each course item on the menu. The a la carte lunchtime meal program at the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. So customers can create their own menu based on their preferences and budget. The per person pricing includes rolls and butter, as well as coffee and tea service. The program requires a minimum of 3 courses, as well as gratuity and tax, which are not included in the price. So a la carte pricing is a menu style where each item is priced separately. Instead of paying one fixed price for an entire meal, customers pay for each dish they choose. This gives customers the freedom to create their own meal by picking and choosing different items from the menu based on what they like and how much they want to spend. So example na is if you are having a lunch at the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas, you could order an appetizer, a main course, and a dessert, each with its own price. You must choose at least 3 courses, and the prices you see do not include extra charges like tax and tips. So ang a la carte pricing is maka-control ka sa imong order or pila imong magasto sa imong kuan meal. The a la carte menu program at the Opryland Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee, which allows visitors to create their own menu by selecting an entry from the proper lunch and dinner menu, and then selecting appetizers, salad, and dessert from a separate listing. Non-priced items are included in the standard menu pricing for each entry item. This approach necessitates assistance from the catering sales personnel in assisting guests in developing meals that are both appropriate and workable from a production standpoint. A menu price scheme can use both primary forms and variation at the same time, or focus on only one of them. The choice is directly related to the catering's operation style and target market. So the a la carte menu program nga naa sa Opryland Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee, where guests can create their own meals by choosing an entry from the main lunch or dinner menu, and then adding appetizers, salad, and desserts from a separate list. Each item is priced individually, except for some items included in the entry price. To ensure that the chosen items work well together and are practical to prepare, the hotel catering staff assess guests in making their selection. This pricing approach allows flexibility, as the hotel can either combine this a la carte style with other menu options or focus on it exclusively. depending on the needs of their guests and the styles of their service. So in simple terms, guests can build their own meals by picking exactly what they want to eat from different selection of the menu, paying for each item individually with help from the staff to make sure everything works well together. So mo ni ang example sa kuan, mga example sa menu kani mga pictures nga na ikuan sa luncheon a la carte na ikuan 3 courses minimum, appetizers, so salad. Then sa kuan na sa next picture is kuan kaning cold appetizer na cold appetizers, hot appetizers, salad. And then this is kuan sa nasa cold entries na kuan trio of salads na cantaloupe, melon crown. Sa hot entries na lemon pepper na pwede sad ka magkuan diha o pili ka diha sa kuan kanang imong sa main lunch or kuan imong dinner menu. Same ra sa diha tanan. So next is price range. Menus for catering should be limited to a price range of $12 to $15. For example, a range with a high of $45 per person and a total this item to a price range. Customer must take a value price range. When deciding whether to spend more per person is totally menu. By giving them a fixed price range, they can feel confident in their choice without feeling excessive or cheap. So the price range for catering should be carefully chosen to make it easier for customer to decide on the menu. The suggest price range in this example is $12 to $15 per person. A higher price range like $45 per person or a lower range like $18 per person might be too wide and confusing for customers. By setting a clear price range, customer can feel more comfortable making a choice without worrying about spending too much or So next is catering price methods. Catering menu prices must account for both the operation total cost and anticipated profit. Expenditures and profits must be evaluated. As states on page 156, in order to produce catering menu pricing that generate enough revenue to cover cost while also allowing for profit. The whole cost plus profit equals the selling price. Menu pricing methods and formulas are used to compute the selling price based on which factors and costs are known and which must be determined. Because of the limited menus form available in catering, only a handful of the food service industries methodologies for calculating food prices are applicable. These are methods: actual cost methods, food cost percentage methods, factor pricing, contribution to profit methods. So ang actual cost method is this method involves calculating the cost of each item by adding up all the expenses associated with producing or purchasing it. This includes raw materials, labor, overhead, and other costs. The final price is based on the total costs incurred to provide the item. Second is food cost percentage method. This method calculates the selling price of a menu item based on a predetermined percentage of its food cost. For example, if the food cost of a dish is $5 and the desired food cost percentage is 30%, the selling price would be $5 divided 0.30 equals $16.67. This ensures that the cost of ingredients is covered while achieving the desired profit margin. Third, factor pricing. This approach uses a multiplier or factor applied to the food cost to determine the selling price. For example, if the food cost is $5 and the factor is 3, the selling price would be $5 times 3 equals $15. The factor typically includes the cost of labor, overhead, and desired profit margin. Last is contribution to profit method. This method sets the selling price based on the desired contribution margin. The contribution margin is the difference between the selling price and the variable cost, like food and labor cost. The selling price is calculated to ensure that after covering variable cost, the remaining amount contributes to fixed cost and profit. For instance, if the desired contribution margin is $7 and the variable cost is $5, the selling price would be $12.